Hey people, how's it going? Hope you're doing okay out there. In this video, we're going to take a look at beginning using the major scale on a lap slide guitar, and we're going to be in open D tuning for this lesson. I'm going to break the lesson into 3 sections. We're going to look at the major scale going up the strings, then we're going to look at the major scale going across the strings, and then I'm going to show you what chords you can play in this key using the bar. Now for this lesson I'm using an Anderwood AWS. It's a lovely all solid tone wood lap slide guitar. I've done a review for this instrument on my channel, and if you've got annotations switched on, it should appear in a box. You can click on now to get to that. If you find this video helpful, please hit the thumbs up because it helps my channel, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. So let's take a look at the tuning, shall we? Okay, we're going to be using open D tuning. That means we're going to tune this string to D, this string to A, this string to D, this string to F sharp, this string to A, and this string to D. And I'll refer to the strings as low D, low A, middle D, F sharp, high A, and high D. Now popping up on the screen now is an interval map for the major scale. The R represents the root note, which in this case is D, because we're looking at the D major scale. The T represents step up a whole tone, which on a guitar would be step up 2 frets, and the S's represent a semitone. So on a guitar that would be stepping up 1 fret. Now you want to jot this down on a piece of paper and try and memorize it. So it's root note, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. And that always stays the same with the major scale, whether you're playing it on a piano or a guitar. That's what it is all the time. And the major scale is kind of like a measuring stick when it comes to learning music theory. Okay, so let's learn the D major scale going up the neck. We'll start with the middle D string. So it's open string, then we get upper tone to the 2nd fret, then upper tone to the 4th fret, upper semitone to the 5th, then upper tone to the 7th, upper tone to the 9th, upper tone to the 11th, and then upper semitone brings us to the 12th fret, which is the octave, the note of D again. So we have open, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 9th, 11th, 12th. Now we just repeat all those same spaces on the high D string and the low D string. So let's start now on the low A string. Our root note is here on the 5th fret. What we can do is we can play this string open, then on the 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, there's our root note, 7th fret, 9th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret. And then just repeat that on the high A string. Okay, let's take a look at where we'll find the notes from the D major scale on the F sharp string. The root note is here on the 8th fret. Here's where you'll find all the other notes. We've got open string, 1st fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret, and the 12th fret. Let's go over that once more. So root note is here on the 8th fret, and it's open F sharp string, 1st fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret, and there's the 12th again. Now to practice where those notes are, just let some open strings ring and just start using those notes and seeing how they sound. Putting a bit of vibrato on the bar, and don't forget to have your fingers behind the bar for muting. So let's look at playing the D major scale across the strings, going through 2 octaves, starting on the low D string, open. So what we're playing is low D, open, then 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, then low A, open, and 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, and then middle D, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, then the F sharp string on the 3rd fret, and then the 5th fret, and then the high A string on the 4th fret and the 5th fret. So now we're going to look at what chords go with this scale to help you when you're writing your songs or jamming or whatever you need it for. Now, there's a set of chords that go with the major scale. There's a set of chords that go with kind of every scale in simple terms. In music theory terms, we're now going to harmonise the major scale in triads. That means with chords made using 3 notes, all from the D major scale. Okay, let's take a look at that. So when we tune to open D, we're tuning the lap slide to a D major chord, and that is our very first chord, D major. So the major chord contains a root note, the 3rd, and the 5th. Root note's found on the D string, the 3rd is found on the F sharp string, and the 5th is on the A. So the major chords are the easiest chords to play, because all we have to do to play a major chord is place the bar across all the strings. So, first chord, D major. The second chord is E minor. Now, a minor chord is a little bit harder because it contains a flattened 3rd. And in relation to the bar, here we are on the 2nd fret. We can't just put the bar across because that's a major chord. But to make it minor, we have to play this note here, which is the flattened 3rd. So we've got 2 options. We can just play the lowest 3 strings here on the 2nd fret, or we can kind of hint by sliding back to that note. I tend to just go the lowest 3, which is basically a power chord, because you've got a root, a 5th and an octave. So, the first chord's D major, second chord's E minor, the next chord is here on the 4th fret, another minor chord, F sharp minor. Then the next chord is a G major, which is on the 5th fret. And the next chord is on the 7th fret, which is an A major. Then on the 9th fret, we've got another minor chord, which is B minor. So just play those lowest 3 strings. Then on the 10th fret, we have a diminished chord, and this is where things get hard, because a diminished chord contains a root note, a flattened 3rd, and a flattened 5th. So half the notes we want are on the 10th fret, and half are on the 11th. So I just tend to play the D string on the 11th, which just gives us the root note of that chord. And then on the 12th fret there's another D major. So just to recap on that, we've got all the strings open, D major, 2nd fret, lowest 3 strings for hinting at the E minor chord, 4th fret, lowest 3 strings for the hinting at an F sharp minor chord. Then 5th fret, we can play all the strings for G major, 7th fret, all the strings for the A major, 9th fret, just the lowest 3, 11th fret, just the root note, just the D string, and then the 12th fret is the octave of the D major. So now you just want to experiment with those chords, just getting the feel for them. Just try coming up with your own songs, really. That's one of the good things you can do to practice. And then you can start combining the single note runs that we had earlier with the chords. If you found this lesson helpful at all, I've also done another lesson on beginning playing the blues on a lap slide guitar. If you've got annotations switched on your YouTube channel, there's a box popping up now that you can click on that will take you to that video.